Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. So Alabama's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Marshall's offense has the ball first today. Austin Carlisle looking to lead this team to a win in the opener. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the Heat. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarter...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to do it on the ground. Might have a chance. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. A top target in this passing attack is Noah Rodgers. Veteran receiver, knows all the ins and outs of this offense and hoping to make a statement and have his best season yet. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The run inside. It's Hill. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk about Alabama. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Herd! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pulled and fired complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Russell. Finds his man. It's Key. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the ball takes those crazy bounces out of bounds, and a huge loss for this offense. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time. And if you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He's on the move. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Snags it over the middle. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down, they'll try to do it for a 2nd time in the opening quarter. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He's got 93 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Gets it out fast. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And he used that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
With thundering herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure on this defense. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break as we get a look at the numbers so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tide ready to roll on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Throwing Russell. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute.
Here's a little room there. Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. The thundering herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Hart. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable and he knows you're coming time after time again, good thing.
Maybe a crease. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He might want another play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that.
And the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Forced out of the pocket. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Card in the backfield, it's Lindsey. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll run it on the counter. There's some room. The 40, the 30, 10, into the house. Touchdown time. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Boston. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Hamilton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Alabama quickly back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Keelan Russell. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second long.
Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Dropping back, it's Hart. Bringing the heat. Breaks loose. Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Marshall.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Central Michigan taking on the Wyoming Cowboys.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I did speak with the Alabama head coach at halftime. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
All right, Holly. They go play action with Russell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Running inside. It's Boston. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Back to the ground with the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Delayed handoff. It's Boston. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And his throw is incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. Fires to the tight end. And he's still running after the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion left them just inches short. Now they take a shot on 2nd down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Russell. Got it. Can't get him to the ground. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Throwing Russell. They're setting up the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's Hart. Hit as he throws. A spectacular one-hand grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After converting that fourth down with the run, that opens up the playbook here on first down. They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Headed to the fourth, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. To the air, it's Hart. Stepping to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
To the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He'll try the left side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And short now from their own 48. Keeps it himself. Runs through another one. Could be an alley. Quick step and go. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option, the normal way, with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the two-point conversion to tie things up. Rush is on him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll run it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Fights off a defender. They've got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Your defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Dropping back, it's Hart. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Marshall quick to the line.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keelan Russell. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock's...
There's a crease. No, he got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
The Thundering Herd might just keep throwing that thing after that last one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Upstairs, he's got it. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Wants to throw. It's Hart. Catch in the middle. It's Stevens. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Here's a heat. And they got it. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. A one-sided game like this one and you suffer an injury, that is not ideal. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Drop the football, and they'll turn.